If you're getting ready to sell your house, if you've just bought a house and you've done a major renovation, or if you're just sitting in your house saying, this place needs some energy, some work, some change, let me give you a tip. And that tip is lighting. Lighting, you ask? Now, if it were me and you said that to me, I'd be running out to the store, buying 100-watt bulbs and putting them all over my house. That may not be the answer. Today we're meeting with David at the House of Lights in Scarborough, and David is a lighting consultant and expert and is really going to help us learn a little bit about lighting design. Welcome, David.
Well, nice to see you.
Thank you. Now, David, tell us a little bit, what is lighting design and what is it all about?
Well, lighting design is, it is integrating the light into the architecture and into the home and creating an environment that you want for that space. Lighting is often overlooked. It's the only element that renders everything visible. So it's very important how you integrate that, because we can add value to our space or we can devalue it too if we're not lighting it properly.
Interesting, interesting. Now, for instance, I live in an older home, over 100 years old.
Okay.
I'm not looking to do a major renovation and rip out walls and tear down. What can you help me with?
I can relate to you. I've got an older house as well. And one thing to keep in mind with lighting, it doesn't need to be radically involved. It doesn't necessarily mean ripping down ceilings, getting into walls, because I know with older houses, and sometimes budget just doesn't allow for that. So a lot of times it's just working with the existing structure and finding that out with you as a client, saying, okay, what is the parameter, what can and can't we do? And a lot of times ideas don't have to be terribly expensive. They can be just adding certain lamps in certain places to highlight some architecture, or maybe even just a little uplight sitting on the floor behind a plant to add a little bit of drama and to make sure a corner doesn't become a dark kind of abyss in a space.
Interesting. Now you mentioned something that's also on my mind, to be perfectly honest, and that's cost.
Yeah.
You know, to the average homeowner, is this something, can they come to the House of Lights and get some help and get some solutions? Can they afford it?
They definitely can. And in fact, it's on everybody's mind right now. But yeah, I mean, that's what one of the things here at the House of Lights we do. I mean, we can light a 3-bedroom house for $500, and we also work with the larger vacation homes going up around the state and secondary homes and things like that. So we have it covered soup to nuts. We've got a lot of experience here at the House of Lights. I mean, right down to helping you with the light bulbs. Our light bulbs are just as inexpensive you'll find anywhere else.
I saw them when I came in.
Yeah, and we've got the knowledge here. We've got over 100 years experience, even just working to find you the right bulb. We're getting into full summer here, and it's an opportunity to really enjoy the outdoors as much as from out there outdoors as well as inside. So we'll be talking about that in the future too.
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I think we've learned a lot today as far as our introduction to lighting at the House of Lights in Scarborough. There's a lot of good ideas here and information that we need, as well as lights and light bulbs. Simon Says, the House of Lights in Scarborough.